and welcome to a new episode of Journey of a Christian Writer and another on-screen presentation entitled Mystery Solved: The Secret Sauce of Book Marketing for Self-Published Authors. I know many have been wondering what this secret sauce is that I've been talking about, but I'm going to go over it in this presentation. So let's get started. Why do people buy books? In order for self-published authors to sell books, it's a good idea to understand why people buy books in the first place. Below are some legitimate reasons. The first, to learn something new, specifically for nonfiction, but also for fiction books. Maybe they're in a particular field or profession and want to know more about it, so they may buy books for that. The second is for leisure, entertainment, or an escape from reality. Maybe they're going through a difficult time and want to relax, so they may read for that. And the last one is curiosity's sake. I know a lot of books have different hidden meanings on the titles, and you don't really know what they're about until you actually read the book. So that may be another reason why they buy books. Overall, though, like anything else, people buy books for emotional, not rational reasons. So it's important to avoid selling to people, as people don't like being pushed into something. Rather, as self-published authors, it's our job to justify their irrational decision with rational reasons. Problems with book marketing. When it comes to novels and books, writing is the easiest and funnest part for the majority of self-published authors. However, book marketing is a whole different ballgame, and many authors struggle and run into issues and problems with their marketing as a published author having a book business. One main reason for this mishap is because most self-published authors know how to write creatively, but they don't know how to write persuasively, which is a key component that is needed for proper book marketing. The secret sauce. What if there was a secret sauce to book marketing that could help you target your ideal reader and build a network with your community? What if there was a specific way for you as a self-published author to draw the attention of potential readers who want to read your types of books? What if there were specific formulas that could help you as a self-published author write better book ads, emails, and other types of mass media? Well, let me tell you, there are. So, what's the secret sauce of book marketing? The answer, copywriting. Most self-published authors try to network first before targeting their ideal reader or proper audience. This, I believe, is a mistake. Why? Because networking is the lock, but copywriting is the key. If you can learn the secrets of copywriting, you can potentially sell anything, including books. What is copywriting? Copywriting is a type of persuasive writing that gets someone to take action. Some examples of taking action could be clicking a link, signing up for an email newsletter, downloading a free novel excerpt, following a social media platform, or buying your book. Based on your written content or persuasive copy, a prospect, customer, or reader is prompted to take action. Within the author world and book industry, there are many ways to market, and sales copy is everywhere. Some examples of sales copy are online ads, email newsletters, newspaper articles, press releases, book descriptions of product pages, book flyers, banners, websites, blog posts, landing pages, social media captions, and more. All of these with the purpose of selling books. The AWAI method. Recently, I took and completed a copywriting program from the American Writers and Artists Institute that teaches what 90% of other copywriters don't know. They went over many valuable points of information when it comes to copywriting and the secrets to writing good persuasive content for marketing to sell. Specifically, there were two main formulas that stood out to me, which were and are their AWAI 4Ps and 4Us. From these two formulas, I've applied them to book marketing and outlined exactly how authors can use them in their marketing techniques too. But first, let's review what these two formulas actually mean from AWAI's perspective. The 4Ps include promise. This is where you make a big, irresistible promise to get the prospect's attention. Picture. This is where you create a picture in the prospect's mind enjoying what's been promised. Proof. This is where you show credible proof that what you say is true, so it's impossible to refuse. And the last one is push. This is where you compel the prospect to act. Close the sale with a great offer. The 4Us of AWAI include unique. This is where you stand out from boring institutional messaging by using a USP, unique selling proposition. This is where you will use value or explain the value of your whatever it is that you're selling to stand out. The next one is useful, WIIFM, which stands for what's in it for me. You're explaining what the prospect or reader, in our case, will get from what you are presenting them. Next one is urgent. This is where you give the prospect or reader a reason to click now. And the last one is ultra specific, where you use specific numbers, last dates, other numerable details, as concepts are better than vague. So how can all this info be applied to book marketing? I'm about to tell you now. Applying the AWAI 4Ps and 4Us to book marketing. Just as Lindsay Alexander, a fellow self-published author and writer of AWAI, other self-published authors can use the AWAI 4Ps and 4Us in their sales copies of their book marketing strategies, which will ensure they target their ideal readers and the right audience. Applying the AWAI 4Ps and 4Us allows authors to write effective, persuasive sales copies that will captivate readers and motivate them to act, such as buying or downloading their book. Deliver a good message and promise, and you're well on your way. Why does your message matter? Your message and sales copy matters because it's ultimately your sales pitch and gives readers a solid reason to read your book or take other actions. Having the right message and promise and delivering your USP, unique selling proposition, will allow you to have a greater chance of attracting your ideal readers and target audience for your specific book genre. If your message and promise is wrong or too pushy, your ideal readers and target audience will probably be disinterested in your book or whatever you have to offer them. Other do's and don'ts of book marketing. The first is people don't like to be sold. As I mentioned before, you should avoid being too pushy. And explain rather how your book will benefit them. The next one is use interesting details in your book marketing. Besides telling the public buy now, as many beginner writers do when first releasing their first book, you can talk about your writing process, the characters or story world in your fiction, or what inspired you to write your book. These examples are a lot more appealing than being an aggressive salesperson. The third one is get creative with your book marketing and new releases and use your imagination. Book marketing doesn't have to be dreadful or boring for authors, but it can also be fun. For example, as I recently had done, you can create a story theme of props displayed on your table based on your fictional novel at a book signing event. The next one is ensure you plan in advance. Some of the reasons book marketing for authors fail is because they didn't plan and outline a marketing strategy in advance to their new book release. I know some may say don't plan and just do things spontaneously, but when it comes to a book launch in particular, that's something you do want to plan in advance and give yourself enough time to prepare before you actually release your book. The next one is learn copywriting or persuasive writing. This will help you improve your marketing skills and come up with creative approaches to your book marketing while using book marketing resources. And finally, get familiar with book marketing and publishing resources. There's a whole lot of them out there that self-published authors can use. For example, BookBrush, which you can use for a lot of book advertisement. And Story Origin or Book Funnel, which you can use for email marketing, are just some examples of the resources out there that are available for self-published authors. But these are all of the do's and don'ts that I have for book marketing. And that is the end of this presentation. I hope you found it helpful and inspiring. Until next time, happy writing. For more detailed information on the subject of this video and other writing tips, tricks, and out-of-the-box ideas, you can visit my Eartha website and check out my writing blog, The Brainstorm, above my menu navigation. Just go to mlbullbooks.com and you'll see it there. I hope you enjoyed this latest video, and thank you for watching. My publishing company, Risen Halo, is now on Pango Books. Pango Books is an online platform where readers can get used books at discounted prices. Are you an avid reader? Interested in getting my Christian fiction books at discounted prices? Then follow my shop to get the notifications on special sales. God bless, and thank you for your support.